Disabled People's Mini Histories from Manchester and Beyond. Episode 5 The Independence Festival 1997 to 2001.
A collage of publicity leaflets for the Manchester Independence Festivals 1997, 1998 and 1999.
Before the Liberty Festival in London, before the Dada Festival in Liverpool, there was the Independence Festival in Manchester, the first national festival of disabled people's art and culture.
A photograph of staff and executive members from Greater Manchester Coalition of Disabled People in front of their stall at the 1999 Independence Festival in Albert Square.
The annual festival ran from 1997 through to 2001, the first 3 years being held in Manchester, then moving on to Birmingham in 2000 and on to Leeds in 2001.
A photograph of award-winning music performance company Heart and Soul live in Albert Square, Manchester, at the 1999 Independence Festival.
The festival had a national organising committee of disabled people and was financially underwritten for the first 3 years by Manchester City Council.
A photograph of stalls and people in a busy Albert Square during the 1999 Independence Festival in Manchester.
Although at the time there was a small but thriving disability art circuit, apart from 1 or 2 exceptions, these tended to be one-off events, often tagged on to an AGM or squeezed into other festivals.
Another photograph of stalls and people in a busy Albert Square during the 1999 Independence Festival in Manchester.
The idea behind the National Independence Festival was to create a space and a time for disabled people to come together with friends, families and allies, to celebrate our difference with pride, enjoy art, dance and music, and of course, to chill out.
A collage of images from the 1999 Independence Festival in Manchester. One of the images shows someone wearing a t-shirt design that reads, "Buy Crips or Happy Crips."
The format varied slightly from year to year, although there tended to be 2 distinct elements to each festival. The daytime events were mostly held outdoors and consisted of market stalls, pop-up workshops and alfresco performances.
A collage of images from the 2000 Birmingham Independence Festival and the 2001 Leeds Independence Festivals.
The nighttime moved indoors for cabaret with established artists as well as new and emerging performers. The cabaret lineup for the first year included comedy from comperes Mandy Colleran and Natalie Markham, urban folk music from Ian Stanton and Johnny Crescendo, poetry from Julie McNamara, and a set from Matt Fraser as the thalidomide ninja rapper.
A news article about Liverpool's Dada Festival and a publicity leaflet for London's Liberty Festival.
Although Leeds 2001 was to be the last Independence Festival, in many ways it paved the way for the Liberty and the Dada festivals that followed, and which would go on to blaze their own distinctive trails, breaking down barriers and defying expectations. These events demonstrated that disabled people have a rich and evolving cultural identity that is not only of interest to other disabled people, but also to the wider public.
A publicity leaflet from the 1997 Independence Festival features a cartoon illustration of a group of disabled people with the accompanying words, "Independence, our voices will be heard all over the world."
The Independence Festivals of 1997 through to 2001 showed that not only could we come together in large numbers to protest about our lack of rights and our exclusion from mainstream society, but that we could also come together in both joy and celebration. This film has been made possible due to the funding by Manchester City Council and the ongoing support of Archives Plus at Manchester Central Library. This is part of ongoing work by the Disabled People's Archive at Greater Manchester Coalition of Disabled People to document and preserve the history of the disabled people's movement in the UK and the individual trailblazers within it.
The logos for the DPA, the Disabled People's Archive, Manchester City Council, GMCDP, Greater Manchester Coalition of Disabled People, and Archives Plus.